What's up? What language do you want the subtitles in? Are we going to go for what he's actually saying, or are we going to go like, are we going to meme? You want them in German? Well, that's Dutch, right? No, this is German, isn't it? That's a good point, Minty. We'll put it on English just for your little baby ears. Have you played the Stanley Parable? No, I haven't. I have seen almost nothing of this. He's into the current time. It is... Oh, this is a 12-hour clock. It is 10:32. Should you wait for 33 and then be bang on? I want to be bang on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's trippy. No, I've muted my phone. That could have been bad.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Cool.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building. Employee number 427, room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Wow.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
I would kill myself.
Others, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I would literally
and then one
leave
day,
the same day.
Something very peculiar happened, something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
I'd jerk
No
off.
one had showed up, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, dearie me. That is so sensitive already. Can I interact with any of this? No. I hate undays. I will never know if it's a Monday or what day you hate. What date? Ah, it's a Monday. Garfield.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room? Do I have to do what you say? Oh, we all have the same... How comes they
No
get...
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I was talking. Does having a desk on my own mean I'm special because other people have it? These people don't. This is better though, surely sociable, unless they suck.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, I'm exploring. Let me be inquisitive. I am a child. Don't let me in that. Interacting with this is just making noises that I enjoy listening to. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I have 2 interrupt buttons. Can I spam like 2 at the same time? Doesn't seem any faster. Why is this stuff on the floor? Did everyone die? Oh, that would be so depressing for this office. Look at that. That right next to you, that would be the most depressing office in the world. I only have to look this way because that's more lighthearted. I hate Mondays. What does this one say? Something. The mug's having a meeting? Sales in... Oh, I read that as trans. Sales in this quarter. Thought we're having a trans meeting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dude, did he? Did he? Well, this is the thing you're forgetting, narrator. My name is Riri, so I'm gonna go in the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't know who this Stanley fella is you're talking about. I'm Riri.
Yes,
and I'm
truly
gay.
A room. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Why can't I interact with this? That's weird. Am I slapping my against everything? So this is what it sounds like.
Really worth it.
Especially looking at the lights, you dumb. That's cool.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
That's not the time. If you wait for 33... That's not the time.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What the f... Are you sending... Everyone, I've done something. What have you done? Oh, bingo maker! Oh! Guys, have you seen... Okay, hang on. Look what grapes... Look at this... Oh my god, my hands. Oh, no, I accidentally come too much. Alright, that's my bingo card. Oh! So you get a random one of these things. Does omitting to gainers count as straight mail? Probably, yeah, I would say that counts. I would 100% say that counts. Does the intro mean fit? Everyone's playing! Oh, I'm actually so hyped that everyone's playing. Can everyone send their cards in, like, the Discord at some point? Not now, obviously, because we're, like, playing the game, but... I love this, Grape. Thank you so much for making that. I love that. We can make bingo every time I stream. What does the winner get? Chat needs to decide what the winner gets.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's amazing, because my name's Ruby, not Stanley, so you can stop calling me Stanley. You
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I didn't think it was going to let me walk off.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am so powerful, and my name's not Stanley. Okay, I'm back here. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
My name's not Stanley.
Very soon, he will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Huh? Cool. How do I write on this? Oh, I click it. What the f? Straight mail. Oh, wait. I could just win because it's done based on what I do. If you win, we all win. Oh, I don't want that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
it's mad,
Stanley
isn't
knew
it?
perfectly well. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business,
Yeah, I know.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm actually sleeping with the person in charge, so I can't physically get fired. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Jumping off the cargo. I've been fined $5,000 for dying.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No, it hasn't. You don't
There's
even...
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
My name's not Stanley!
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
You think I know
This
women?
is it. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
It's gonna be a chair, isn't it? It's gonna be a chair or like a pumpkin or something. Oh, it's a telephone.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I'm not gonna lie, I
You
didn't think it was gonna let me.
I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
This game is so...
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand.
This game is so made for me because I just do bollocks like this all the time.
Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
My name's Riri.
You're a real person.
Yes, I'm Riri. I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
You play a video, I'm gonna cry.
Instructional video.
No!
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
What the f*** is a back sack and crack?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed
Oh,
that this
I can't
room has
unplug the
begun
phone
to
again.
deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But
Okay.
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making,
How many choices do I make per
revisit
day?
a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I make the choice to wake up. I make the choice whether or not I'm going to have the wank when I wake up or, you know, while I'm brushing my teeth. So that's 2. I then decide if I am going to brush my teeth or just like lick a salt lick until my breath's fine. That's 3. I decide what I'm going to eat. That's 4. I decide whether or not I'm going to, well, it's kind of embarrassing, but sometimes you have to decide whether or not I'm going to wash my ass. That's 5. To be honest, I don't know what this says about me, but something about shoving something into my mouth while I jack off is just something, it feels so right. It's the most basic you've ever seen in your entire life. What is this supposed to say? Dot? It's the top of top text? Oh my god, it is. Top. Does anyone want the top? I'll happily give some top right now. Okay, sorry. Where's the narrator gone?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
Hey,
we
Papa
can't have you
Rail,
jumping
so
off
I
the
can't
platform and
walk
dying.
off.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I'm not well equipped to deal with reality.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But like, they're literally not giving me any other option than to go the way they want. Yeah, they've worked out the only way to make me do what I have to do. Take away all of my options. No.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
My name's
I'm
not
quite
Stanley.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Is that it? Is that all he's going to say? That's funky. This is me after 2 vodka and cokes. This is me after 3 vodka and cokes. This is me after 4 vodka and cokes. Oh, I can walk up it. This is me after 5 vodka and cokes. Do I have to? Okay, time is progressing, but it's not the time that... I mean, it's hit 11 o'clock now, and it's not. I am not a lightweight. Actually, I'm a lightweight, I can't argue. Okay. Do you want to know my... Do you want to know my favourite, absolute favourite alcohol drink? My absolute...
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Guys, the Germans are everywhere. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
This is me after 7
But
vodka and cokes.
You. Now look where we are. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you?
No.
You're a child.
Yeah.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
You upset the narrator? I don't give a fuck about the narrator.
Just when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I love that I haven't got the proper ending. I've just got die and break game ending.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, wow.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
How many times?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what you have to do is say enter the door on your right and I'll go in the left one. Oh. Oh, he's not saying anything now. Oh, you're...
No! Why did you do that?
Okay.
Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, that's a good little bit of time.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I'm not trying to interact with them. I know it's not going to do anything. I just like clicking on things. I just like interacting with random things. I click on things. Okay. Tips for not getting...
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a work dispute with a co-worker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other co-workers. Where is it? Broom? Let me in. Let me in. I want the broom. Give me the broom. Give me the broom. Give me a broom. Give me... Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Stanley, why are you watching the power? My name's not Stanley. I'm going to rip your balls off and feed them to you. Also, interacting with everything in a game like this is smart, because this is the kind of game where interacting with something stupid would give you something, you know? Ooh, oh my god! Oh my god, this is a whorehouse! Can I sit down? Nope.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
There's no, like, voice chat thing in this, right? I don't have to know a code. These paintings are wild.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Like, as I was saying, these are wild photos.
I'm sorry,
This poor
is there a
panda.
problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No, the panda.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
There's a panda and a dog. Like, I don't know what you expect
Okay,
from me.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his...
My name's not Stanley.
He knows. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
I
So why
tried.
did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I just wanted to look at the panda.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
I'm handsome.
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Am I a sociopath?